How you doing, everyone? Turkey Buzzard here. Hope you're having a good day. Well, this video is about settlement building, and particularly your choice on how you want to build your settlements. Now, Fallout 4 has a lot of factions, and I'm not talking about the Institute or the Brotherhood of Steel or the Railroad or the Minutemen. I'm talking about people who build on PC, people who build on Xbox One or PlayStation 4. I'm talking about people who use mods, people who don't use mods. Those people who like to build lore-friendly builds, or those people who prefer to build pre-war settlements. Those are the factions I'm talking about. There are a lot of people playing this game, and there's a lot of different ways of building in this game. And it's of my opinion that anytime anybody buys this game and decides to start playing it and building settlements, it's their choice on how they want to build their settlement. Now, why am I saying this? Well, just recently I went on one of my friends' channels and they did a settlement build. And they used mods. And this guy went on their channel and he really attacked him for building a settlement using mods. Told him that he had no creativity whatsoever and that he was just taking a bunch of mods and plopping them down, is what he said. Panning the camera around and taking credit for being creative. Well, you know, I felt the need to respond to this guy's comments, so I did. And I pointed out the fact that if you're using mods, yes, you're getting free resources from those mods and you're putting them down and you're building your settlement using materials that a mod creator came up with. But then again, if you're the type of person that builds without mods, you're doing the same exact thing. You're taking those same 6 vanilla walls and 2 vanilla floors, and you're plopping them down and creating your little shacks. And these are not resources that you created. These are resources that Bethesda gave you. So again, you're using resources that you didn't create. You're using resources given to you by Bethesda, and you're plopping them down and taking credit for being creative. So how is that any different? Whether you plop down a mod, pan around, and take credit for being creative, or whether you plop down vanilla assets, pan the camera around, and take credit for being creative. Personally, I feel it's everybody's choice what they want to build. Whether they want to build lore friendly, whether they want to build pre-war builds. Maybe they want to build without mods, maybe they want to build with mods. This game is for everyone. And everyone should be able to decide how they want to build their settlements. Now, although most of my mods are pre-war, or most of my settlement builds are pre-war, I do occasionally build a lore-friendly build. And as a matter of fact, I'm subscribed to several people's channels who do strictly lore-friendly builds. And, you know, even though they're plopping down these shacks and whatever, they're finding ways to make them look different with each build. So to me, that makes them creative. Because, hey, they're not just throwing down a couple of shacks here and there and then saying, hey, look what I created. They're actually being creative with the way they're doing it. And it's the same way with these mods. I mean, yeah, they've got assets in there that you don't have in the vanilla game, but you know what? A lot of these assets, like a lot of the walls, they're nothing but the same walls. They've just been retextured. So, you know, the only difference is in the looks of the walls. So for this guy to go on and attack him for this, it just bothered me. And then after that, he decided to go on to my channel. And he went through probably a half a dozen of my videos. And he attacked me big time, personally. I mean, he wasn't just saying I wasn't creative and stuff. This guy started calling me names. You know, he called me a monkey. He told me I was probably just some old guy on welfare who goes into his shoe closet and points at all of his shoes and is proud of the fact that he bought all these shoes without having to make them. I don't know where he got that from, but, you know, and then after that, I went to his channel and pulled his channel up, and guess what? This guy's got 0 subscribers, and he has 0 settlement builds. But yet, he told me he's a pro builder. Now, I don't see where he got that idea from. I don't, you know, a pro builder, I would think, would be putting out videos saying, hey, check out what I've built. But he doesn't have a single video out there. The difference being, I spent 2 years getting an associate's degree in design. And I'm also certified by New York State as a draftsman. So I'm not going to have this guy come on to my channel and call me a million names and tell me that I'm not creative, you know. Like I said, in my opinion, how people choose to build their settlements is their choice. This is a great game. You have a choice. I spent a lot of time building lore-friendly builds, but it got to the point where after a while I decided that I was tired of doing the lore-friendly thing, you know. Basically, my whole opinion on this game is when you start the game, you have 2 goals. And one is to find your son. And the other goal is to rebuild the Commonwealth. Well, you know, it's my understanding that to rebuild something means to build it again the same as it used to be. And that means pre-war. You know, I mean, before the war, before things needed to be rebuilt, they all look nice. Everything, all the buildings look nice and everything. So that's how I choose to build my settlements. You know, I still build lore-friendly sometimes, but most of my settlements are pre-war. Does that mean I'm not being creative? I don't see how. You know, what's the difference whether I use a mod to plop down walls or whether I use vanilla assets to plop down walls? It's all the same thing. And, you know, regardless of whether you decide to build pre-war or lore-friendly, to use mods or don't use mods, it really makes no difference. You're there building and having fun, and that's basically what this game is about. You know, having fun and building your settlements and doing things like that. And I just think it's horrible for somebody to come onto your channel and start attacking you and calling you names and all this stuff and tell you you're not being creative because you're not building your settlement the way they think you should be. You know, stop being so narrow-minded. You know, open your eyes, wake up. Everybody is not put on this earth to please you. I build my settlements the way I want to build them. If you want to watch my videos, fine, watch my videos. If you don't, that's fine too. And if you want to come on to my channel and comment on the video, feel free. I love to have people comment on my video and tell me things that I can improve on, because many times when they tell me these things, I act on them. I actually will take their suggestions and run with it. And you know what? My settlements end up even better for it. But I'm not going to listen to somebody come on my channel and tell me, call me names and tell me that I'm not creative and stuff because I'm using mods. That's just totally ridiculous. Needless to say, this guy's been blocked from my channel, and my friend also blocked him from his channel. We don't need people like this in the Fallout 4 community. So, that was all I had to say about it. I'm sorry if I came off with a rant, but it just really bothered me that you actually have somebody with that much nerve that they can come on your channel and start calling you names and stuff over a settlement build. It's a game. Come on, people. It's a game. So the only advice I have to everybody, build what you want to build. Build what you want to build. Never mind what other people think, because you can't please everybody. And I don't even try. I build what I like to build, and if you like it, that's fine, and if you don't, well, that's fine too. And I invite people to come onto my channel and comment on my videos, and you're invited to come on and comment about this video. But I will say, be respectful, because if you don't, I will block you the same way I did him. I only have 100 and some subscribers. I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, and it really surprised me that this early in the game I've got to actually block someone from my channel. But there it is. That's the way it turns out. So hopefully, this has sparked some kind of thought in people to be a little more, I don't know, a little more accepting of other people's settlement builds, regardless of whether they're building like you do or not. So that's all I had to say, and so I will let you go, and I'll see you next week with, guess what? Another pre-war build full of mods. So, hey, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next week.